Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Dexter Zile, and you are not, and I'm here with Joy Johnson, my guest artist of the week. Joy, do you want to say hi, or do you just want to sit there in silence?
I'm good with saying hello. So, hello.
Yes, hello, Joyous Johnson. Is that your full name? Because I know your name is Joy Johnson, but I feel like Joy is just short for Joyous.
It's just Joy.
Just Joy.
Just Joy. That's my full name.
Just Joy.
Just Joy, yeah.
Just Joyous Johnson.
You heard it here first.
So, Joy, you are a singer and a songwriter, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you sing the songs and you write them, and do you act in them as well?
You know, I haven't tried that out yet, but it's always an option.
It's always an option.
The world is my oyster.
Exactly. So, anyway, let's have a real banging first question, like one that really solidifies
All right.
The first question. So, when did you start writing, and why did you start writing? What was the inspiration to get you to start writing?
All right. So, when I was younger, like 4 or something, I had a piano in my room, and my mom taught me how to play I think it was a hymn called Pass It On, and then I just grew up banging on the piano and playing by ear. And then around 13, I started playing guitar, or 12 or 13. And then 15, I started writing songs, like seriously. I remember in 3rd grade, I wrote a song about a boy. It was like, where is the love? But yeah, I also had my brothers. They had a band called Radar Jones.
Oh, okay.
When I was, I don't know, it's probably between like 4 and 9, maybe. Don't check me on that. I could be wrong.
How would they?
But I don't know. But they played like a lot of old classic rock. So they had like Tom Petty, Dire Straits, Bad Company, Allman Brothers, Doobie Brothers. So yeah, and they inspired me a lot because I saw them and their friends playing. And it made me want to, like, I don't know, whenever I saw them, I was just like, oh, I want to do that and that and that and that. And so then it just accumulated to me just wanting to play forever.
Right, exactly. Yeah, no, I get it, definitely. So, coming to Berklee, College of Music, of course, not the one in California.
We don't talk about that.
We don't
speak of that.
Isn't it funny that the bookstore has a shirt that actually says Berklee and
it like crossed out,
yeah. Crossed out, and
yeah.
it's respelled as Berklee.
It's good advertising.
Yeah, I mean, no doubt. But so anyway, being here at Berklee, being surrounded by all of what I would assume would be fantastic musicians, would you think they're fantastic? I mean, you may think that these people suck. I don't know.
I wish y'all could have seen my face just then. No, everyone's... God, anyone that I've come in contact with is so just ridiculously talented. Like, people just keep blowing my mind. Like, this school is unreal. What was the actual question, though?
Well,
I was
getting to that. I'm getting to that. So, being surrounded by all these fantastic musicians, how has it really, shaped the way that you write and the way that you perform, or, anything musically about you, being surrounded by, all this greatness? How has it changed you? How has it affected you?
I think it's just inspired me to want to really work harder, and not in the sense of like being competitive with them, because everybody has their own space and they fill that space and no one can take that space. But I think it inspires me to see someone work really hard and be like, wow, I should be kind of doing that with myself. I should be competing with myself. And so in that sense, seeing everyone, working as hard as they are is just inspiring to me. And I know I'm a bit more critical of my lyrics then, or I'm a bit more critical of like the progressions I use, or just being more mindful of what I'm doing in regards to, songs and lyrics. So it's cool.
Right, yeah. Do you think that being surrounded by all these, really, really good musicians it's obviously been intimidating, but has it ever gotten you, like, broken you down to a point where you're just like, yeah, maybe this whole music thing was a bad idea because you just feel so bad compared to everyone else? And then how have you pulled yourself up from that sort of mental hole that you've dug, if that's happened?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, for sake of being relatable, I wish I could say that I felt that at some point. here, but I really haven't, like, because what I was saying about people filling their own space, like, no one's going to take that from you, and you could be critical of yourself and of others, but at the end of the day, you know, you've got just you that you can offer to people, and nobody else can do that. And I mean, I'm repeating myself a lot in that.
That's okay.
But I know when I was younger, like when I was like 15 and 16, I wanted so bad to be Haley Williams. So like I did try and do that for a while, and maybe that was my section of that. And I tried to sing a different way, or I tried to just not let whatever naturally come out. So in a sense, in getting over that, I guess, really just kind of letting go of any image that I had for myself or any image that I'm trying to be of someone else, and just trying harder to let whatever I'm feeling come out authentically.
So you've really taken this experience and have just grown from it, and not necessarily let it tear you down, but rather build you up higher, right?
Yeah.
That's,
I mean,
that's
it's been
awesome,
great.
really. There's a lot of people out there that, you know, being surrounded by all these people who are amazing at what they do, they just feel like, well, you know what, I'm just crap at this and I should just stop. But it's really great to hear that you're just like, you know what, I'm good at this too, and I may not be there, but like I'm getting there.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
it really is.
Keep trucking.
Yeah, and I mean,
I was redneck.
Keep trucking. Oh yeah, you know, speaking of, where are you from?
All right. So I'm from South Georgia, specifically Tifton. It's like 3 hours south of Atlanta, Georgia, and 3 hours north of Jacksonville, Florida.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
Been to Jacksonville. Brother used to live there, and then he decided it was Jacksonville and left.
And then he realized what he was doing.
Exactly. How do you think growing up where you did has affected the way that you write music?
Man, it's funny. Only recently has it come out. When I was younger, I used to be like, I don't want to do country. I don't want to sound like country. I'll do anything but country. Like whenever I was singing, I was like, just country. And so now, lately, when I've kind of started to let my voice like come out fully, people are like, oh, so you sing country? Or like, it's got a twang, you know?
It does,
like,
yeah.
It's got something that's Southern. And I'm like, oh boy, how ironic. But if that's what comes out, I'm fine. But I don't aim to be anything specifically. On how I write, I guess it comes out, I don't know if like storytelling is a more like Southern thing or not. I don't think it really.
I don't think so. But
yeah,
I can see
know.
how it could be tied in with that.
Yeah. I don't know if it affects my lyrics directly. It just might affect the tone of my voice. Because that draw I relate to like Tom Petty or like Allman Brothers. But it's not quite country. It's just like there's I don't know what it is.
It's a joy twang.
I
wouldn't necessarily call it that. But,
twang.
But yeah, it's really cool to hear that you are, being you. You're at this school and you're definitely making the best of it, and you're not just sitting idly by, and you're figuring out who you are. That's really cool.
I hope so. I hope I'm doing those things.
And I know it's so weird to like sit down and be like, oh wait, I guess that's.
Am I doing those things?
I guess that's what I'm doing. But yeah, from an outsider's perspective, from asking all those questions, that's exactly what it sounds like. And I've heard your music before, and it sounds exactly like you know who you are and you know what you want. And that's honestly, it's hard to come by. Like most people are like, whenever you walk up to them and you ask like, oh, what do you play? And they're like, I'm like different because like I don't really have a genre. And it's nice to know that you know what you are.
Oh man, I don't know if I have a genre.
Oh god, here we go.
No, I'm serious. Because like what to be like gross? What really is a genre? But really, like I don't know. I like the word gritty. I think that's a good word to take up a bunch. But genre wise, I don't know. I feel comfortable singing the way that I sing now. So if that's settling into whatever. So,
I mean, it's hard to put songs into a genre.
Yeah,
it's hard to put stuff that you write into a genre. But what I mean by that is like what you are. And most people are just like, oh, I'm different. And it's like, well, how are you different? And they're just like, I'm not like the other girls. I don't know. Okay. But yeah, I mean, that's awesome. It's really great to hear.